Hey folks, this is Siddharth here. I am here to review the new Skoda Rapid 2020 which has been launched recently. The variant in front of us is a rider variant, the most basic variant of the new Skoda Rapid. I'm going to show you the overview of the car first. The tire size here is 185mm R15 in this variant, and then that is not an alloy wheel, understandably so because it's the most basic variant. Now coming to the boot, it's a pretty big boot. The boot capacity is 460 liters and there is a small lamp in there. Now coming to the rear, I think 3 in the back seat would be fine. There are no cup holders in the armrest, and there is a rear AC vent with a cup holder there. Now coming to the front, we are greeted by a grey and beige interiors, and opening the glove box we can see that there is not a lamp in there. It's a 2-in audio player and automatic climate control is there in this car. The mirrors are not electrically adjustable from the inside. We have to do it manually. There are cuts and creases everywhere on the car. It's lovely to look at. It's a German sophisticated design. And coming to the front, there are only 2 buttons here as we can see, and there is one at the rear. So in spite of being the most basic variant, there are 4 power windows there. It's really good. The rear AC vent is a welcome venture here. It's really nice to see that in the most basic variant, and the design is as classic as ever. Since the launch in 2007, it has been the same. It has been showing off its age a little bit, but it's a very classic design, I must say. The console as well, it has been the same since ages, but it is pretty stylish. The mirrors are not auto dimming in this variant. The player that is seen here it was used in the top end variants of the Skoda in 2015 and 16 models, as we can see, and the speaker quality is pretty good, I must say. And the dashboard quality is also good. The gear lever is very ergonomically designed and is pretty slick. The armrest has some space. There are twin can holders, I must say, not bottle holders exactly. And there is a rake and reach facility available here for the steering in the base variant as well. We should really appreciate Skoda for this. The buttons and everything, it's top notch. The quality is top notch on this car, I must say. It is compact, and overall it's really good on quality, I must say. As you can see, there is a lamp, there is a map lamp here, and not a map in the center of the car. I think 2 adults and a kid would be fine here, I must say. Otherwise,
okay guys, so now we are off for the test drive and I'm really excited. You know, starting this car, it has reminded me that this one doesn't get a push button start, not even in its top end trim. We have got an old fashioned key here to work with. Now let's talk a bit about this engine first. It gets a turbocharging direct injection 4 valves per cylinder. This engine replaces the 1.2 liter 4-cylinder pot which produced 103 bhp and 175 Newton meters of torque, which was mated to a 5-speed gearbox. This one here produces 110 bhp and 175 Newton meters of torque and is mated to a 6-speed gearbox. And for your information, the 1.5 liter diesel is discontinued now. On paper, the engine is really solid and it feels enough for a car of this size. We can see that the roads have very little traffic and it's just perfect for a long test drive. Now, to be honest, this car does not have the sheer pulling power which the diesel had, and you will find yourself shifting down a gear to build up some quick speed. But once you get it into its power band, that is beyond 1750 rpm, it is a different story. The engine comes alive and the turbo just pulls and pulls and pulls up to 4500 rpm. This car has a beautifully broad power band. This car gets very quick once it gets going. The gear shifts are also very slick. I think it is the fastest mid-size sedan today, going from 0 to 60 in 4.36 seconds and 0 to 100 in 10.09 seconds. But it builds its speed with a lot of ease, and the engine does not look stressed at any point of time. The secret to this feisty engine is that it gets a wide spread of torque. It pulls hard and strong and just loves to be revved. The engine is strong and is willing to be exploited, and you will be tempted to have fun with it. Now I would like to give a shout out to Ahoya Skoda here in Pune. I will put the location of the showroom in the description below. This is the best showroom to buy any Skoda. You can go there and check them out. Now coming back to the review, the front end of the car has lost some weight due to the smaller engine. You see, downsizing is the norm these days. The reduced weight can be felt and is compelling the driving characteristics of the chassis, and it is now faster and is even more eager to drive into corners. The steering has a lot of feedback, the brakes have a really good bite, and it is very reassuring. Also, this car has got a good balance of ride and handling with a fun factor added to it. We have got some fuel efficiency figures of nearly 8.7 km per liter in the city and 16.5 km per liter on the highway. Well, the engine has certainly given the Rapid a fresh lease of life, but it can't hide its age. It does not have the latest gizmos, and the design also does not feel contemporary, though classic, and this may very well be the charm of this car. But it has got its fundamentals right, and if you need a small mid-sized sedan which is solidly put together and is fun to drive, Skoda Rapid is the one you should go for.